Albuquerque Police Chief Harold Medina and a city councilor clashed in a heated budget dispute. Sandia National Labs and Kirtland Air Force Base updated the public on environmental restoration work. Albuquerque's biopark is building a new endangered wolf facility, and Albuquerque residents may soon see slightly higher prices for family outings and recreation. From the Albuquerque Journal, this is the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. It's Monday, May 5th, and I'll have more on those stories plus a look at the weather forecast on the other side of this break.
This episode is brought to you by the Kirtland Partnership Committee. For 30 years, we've been dedicated to supporting, growing, and preserving the Kirtland National Security Complex. We work tirelessly to enhance military readiness, foster community partnerships, improve quality of life, and promote economic development right here in New Mexico. Join us in our mission to ensure that Kirtland remains a cornerstone of national security and a key provider of quality jobs and investment for all of Greater Albuquerque. Together, we can make a powerful impact. Kirtland Partnership Committee, proudly shaping the future of our national security for 30 years.
A tense exchange erupted on Thursday night between Albuquerque City Councilor Luis Sanchez and Police Chief Harold Medina during a budget meeting, highlighting deep divisions over the police department's spending and leadership. The clash occurred during a 7-hour city council session discussing the upcoming fiscal year's budget, which includes a proposed $271.5 million for the Albuquerque Police Department, a 5.2% increase from last year. Sparks flew when Sanchez criticized Medina's attire and accused him of disrespecting the council, prompting Medina to call Sanchez unprofessional. The shouting match escalated when Sanchez questioned why the council hadn't been informed about Medina's request to deploy New Mexico National Guard troops to support APD in non-enforcement roles. Medina defended his decision, saying it wasn't under the council's purview, and pushed back against what he called abuse. Tensions also arose around staffing and spending. Sanchez, a former officer and current mayoral candidate, criticized the size of APD's command staff and asked why more funds aren't going towards frontline officers. Medina countered that leadership roles are necessary to meet federal reform mandates and improve accountability. Councilor Dan Lewis accused the administration of effectively cutting the police budget by redirecting $5.4 million in unspent funds for vacant officer positions. Medina responded, saying that funds would be better used elsewhere if hiring targets aren't met. Despite the controversy, the budget proposal, including the increase in police funding, advanced with a final council vote set for May 20th. 30 years ago, New Mexico had over 300 contaminated groundwater sites linked to Sandia National Laboratories. Today, only 3 remain, according to updates shared at a public meeting last week in Albuquerque. Hosted by the U.S. Departments of Energy and Defense, the semi-annual session outlined the significant environmental restoration progress made at both Sandia and nearby Kirtland Air Force Base. The contamination stems from decades of military and research activity before modern environmental regulations were enacted in the 1980s. Sandia environmental expert Jun Lee emphasized that while much of the pollution dates back to the 1940s to 1970s, labs are now ahead of the curve in cleanup efforts. Currently, Sandia is monitoring and treating 3 sites located in the Manzanita Mountains and different sectors across the base with nitrate and trichloroethylene contaminations. While both substances pose health risks at high levels, the effective groundwater isn't used for drinking, and officials say there's no current danger to human health. Cleanup is expected to continue for decades. Kirtland Air Force Base presented updates on 5 active cleanup sites involving groundwater, soil contaminations, and landfills. Investigations are underway at one site to determine the extent and source of the pollution, while another site near Albuquerque Sunport, formerly used for aircraft operations, has already undergone remediation. Although cleanup at that location officially ended in 2019, state officials requested further monitoring in 2020. New groundwater and vapor monitoring wells are also being added. Officials from both facilities cited strict regulatory requirements and long timelines as the reason for the extended cleanup process, underscoring their commitment to full remediation. Residents near the Albuquerque Botanical Gardens may soon hear the howls of endangered Mexican gray wolves as the ABQ Biopark prepares to open a new behind-the-scenes breeding and care facility dedicated to the iconic species. The expansion strengthens the city's decades-long commitment to wolf conservation dating back to 1976. The new $3.3 million 5-acre facility will allow the biopark to house up to 8 breeding pairs in specially designed pens, each equipped with multiple layers of fencing and a 3-foot cement dig barriers. Set to open in August, it is funded by a combination of a $400,000 grant from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and Albuquerque's voter-approved gross receipts tax, which is projected to bring in $22 million this fiscal year. The facility's secluded location ensures minimal human interactions to better prepare pups for release into the wild. The biopark works closely with U.S. Fish and Wildlife's cross-fostering program, which places captive-born pups with wild litters to improve survival and hunting success. It's a more effective strategy than introducing adult wolves who often struggle to adapt. The biopark is also playing a growing role in treating injured wild wolves. Since December, its veterinary team has rehabilitated 4, including a young female with a leg amputated after being caught in a leg hold trap, a device sometimes left for coyotes. Remarkably, even amputated wolves have been known to survive and reproduce in the wild with the support from their packs. And Albuquerque residents may soon see slightly higher prices for family outings and recreations, as the city's proposed $1.5 billion budget for the fiscal year 2026 includes fee increases for several popular public services, namely the ABQ Biopark, municipal golf courses, and swimming pools. The adjustments aim to help offset rising operational costs and reflect recent capital investments, particularly at the biopark. Here's a breakdown of the proposed fee changes. At the ABQ Biopark, resident adult tickets may go up by $2, resident child tickets by $1, and non-resident tickets up by $5. At municipal golf courses, green fees will increase by $2 per round, and in aquatics, general admission and passes increase by 50 cents, and swim lessons no increase to ensure affordability. Although these fee hikes would bring an estimated $2.5 million annually, usage trends present a mixed picture. Attendance at ABQ Biopark facilities is below projections, with 547,133 visits logged halfway through the fiscal year against a target of 1.3 million. Municipal golf rounds have also declined, while pool usage has moderately increased. The City Council has yet to vote on the proposed budget. Over the coming weeks, councilors will consider whether to adopt the fee increases as presented or to make adjustments. If you like hearing all of the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal here on the Leading News, consider becoming a digital subscriber to the Albuquerque Journal. You can check our show notes for a discount code on a digital subscription and keep up with all the latest news from New Mexico's leading news source. Now taking a look at Albuquerque's weather forecast, there will be isolated showers before noon and then isolated thunderstorms between noon and 3 p.m., partly sunny with a high near 67. As for this evening, scattered showers are expected, mostly cloudy with a low around 43. To keep up with all the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal, you can visit our website at abqjournal.com. That's the Leading News. I'm Gino Gutierrez. We'll be back tomorrow.